Guys, today I'm going to be talking about ghosting a bit more. As you probably already know, and if you don't, I highly suggest watch my video about the text to send after she ghosts you. And this is basically like that check-in text. I also made a video about what to do after she ghosts you. So more about letting go and the process afterwards, how to learn from it. I even also have a video on what to do, what to send when she ghosts you as you're planning the date, which is always really disappointing. But today, I'm going to be sharing you an update that I realized I haven't shared at all in any of these videos. And it is a key secret ingredient that I have been sharing with my clients that has really enhanced the chances of these women responding. So before I get into that, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Ruby Love, the dating coach for the good guys. So in this video, I want to go over 2 updates in regards to what to send when she ghosts you at any point in time. So already, I still highly suggest to send that check-in text that I already noted in one of my videos. But there is 2 ways, 2 other texts you can send if you really want to potentially have a chance with this woman. Because let's be honest, there's sometimes that one woman where you're really interested in her and you want to make sure you have done everything you could to at least get an answer or maybe that opportunity. So there are 2 texts that you can send after she's ghosted you. After, by the way, the check-in text. So just to reiterate what I mean by that, the check-in text is when you are casually checking in because maybe she's missed your last text message. So casually checking in and noting, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's your week? Anything casual. So let's say she does not answer that within 2 to 3 days. The first text you can send to potentially get a response from her is to be playful in a way of acknowledging that she has stopped responding, but wondering if there's anything else you can do. But it's not so serious. You're not trying to pressure her to answer you. So playful is noting, oh no, did I scare you off already? Oh no, did I do something wrong? And as you can see, I'm using expressions, but in text messaging, you want to use emojis to really emphasize that playfulness. Because if you just said, oh no, did I do something wrong? And there's no emojis whatsoever, it can feel serious and that may frighten a woman because women can be fearful of how men respond when they potentially would reject them, and so they just don't answer. But we want her to answer, right? So in order to alleviate that fear, you're being playful with it. So in your own tone, in your own language, in your own emojis, even if you haven't used emojis in your previous text, this is the time to emphasize it. So the first thing you could do, if it's in, again, your character to be playful in this way, you just kind of ask her like, oh no, did I scare you off already? Oh no, did I already lose my luck? You know, whatever language it is, but you're kind of saying, oh no, what did I do here? So it's playful. All right, so that's the first text you can send if it feels right to you. The other text, which this one is what I'm noting is the key secret ingredient here that has, I'm pretty sure, like a 98% response rate for my clients. And that's why I'm wanting and feel inspired to hop on this video now, realizing that I haven't shared this in any other video. And that is this. So in the final text, so this is what I call your final last chance text. This is it. If she doesn't respond to this, that says a lot about her. But there's 2 steps to this text that you want to basically note in your text message. So one is you're acknowledging that she hasn't responded, but you're noting the feeling. I'm feeling disappointed. I'm surprised that you haven't responded. I feel taken aback. I feel surprised. Any feeling of a sort, because I'm pretty sure in the text messages before, you're just getting to know each other. But when a male expresses his feeling, women, we hear that. We see it, not just hear it, but we hear it, we see it, we feel it. So make sure to state the feeling of disappointment that you have in her not responding. That's part 1. Part 2, making sure that you noted she ghosted, which is what she did. Noting somewhere in the text, I realized I see you've ghosted. I'm quite surprised that you ghosted. I feel disappointed and I'm surprised that you would ghost. Noting any form of that because you are calling her out. That's what it is. That's what it is. You are calling her out for ghosting because that is literally. And what is interesting about this and why it gets the response is because no one likes to think that they are these people who is doing the one action that they probably don't like. Who likes being ghosted? Nobody. If it was role reversal, if it was someone she was really interested in and he just stopped ghosting, pretty sure she's telling her friends that he ghosted and it really sucks. And many times, people are doing this, women are doing this without really realizing that they're doing it, which is a shame, but it's true. It's unintentional. But when you're calling them out and noting, hey, you ghosted. Hey, I'm surprised you ghosted. But this is saying it and feeling disappointed. You are not being mean about it. Please don't be rude about it. Please don't be angry about it, 'cause that's going to put it on you more so. But you're just noting, I'm disappointed. I'm surprised that you ghosted. And when a woman hears, I ghosted, when they're thinking, wait, oh no, no, I don't want that put on me. I don't want that to be associated with me. I don't do that. And that's what gets them to respond because they just want to be clear that even if they're not interested, which is okay, because you're just looking for an answer, you're just looking for an answer, right? That she can at least admit, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I've been so busy. And I'll be honest, I'm just not feeling the chemistry. It sucks. But again, two things happen here. One, you have helped her grow in her own journey. She probably read that and thought, oh no, did I do this with anybody else? And I don't want to be known as someone who ghosts. So, hey, great part in your part in her journey, her path. You helped her grow in that way. So you're already doing that. And then number two is you're just getting an answer. You can close the chapter or it could be reopened. Sometimes a woman will come back and actually really be honest and noting it's been crazy. I'm so sorry. Yes, I would love to meet. That happens too. But either way, you get an answer. Now, what if she doesn't even respond to that? Quite honestly, I would say let that go. Let that go. If someone, especially if they're in the middle of planning a date with you, if there's been great texting going on and you're expressing emotion and you're calling her out for ghosting and she still decides to ghost, that says a lot. I would say that says a lot about a woman, and I would say good riddance. You don't want that person in your life if she can't even spend a couple seconds and just apologizing and acknowledging or and saying that she has ghosted. And that's that. All right. So that is the key phrases, key secret ingredient there that I wanted to share. Look through those screenshots again. And what I want to end this is by noting, please make sure that when you're crafting these texts, you still want to come from a good place. Don't do this when you're angry or when you're reacting. You want to respond, not react. You don't want to be mean. You don't want to be rude. And if you feel that, do something else to let it go first, ground yourself and then send this text because that's just not helpful. It is not in any way helpful if you are calling her out being mean about it. That's not the point, right? The point is to just get an answer for yourself and to hopefully close this chapter. But you're just creating a bad cycle even for yourself if you're coming from a place of anger and if she feels pressured into doing this and it would just look bad on your part. So make sure that when you're crafting it, look at the examples I gave today and see if it's similar to that and make sure to use your own language, your own tone, and your own emojis along with it. But otherwise, I hope this helps you in your journey of reducing these ghosts and gaining more opportunity. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.